Usually, kiwis are supposed to be green inside, but these are different because when you cut into them, they're colorful. I've personally never seen any kiwi like this before, so when I started slicing them open and this bright red center just stared back at me, it became pretty clear what I needed to do. I was gonna open as many as I could, not just to taste them, but to germinate hundreds of the tiny seeds inside so I could grow my very own colorful red kiwi vine. And that's basically when my plan was set and I was all in. The first thing I needed to do was take my knife, swipe it across the kiwi, and remove some of the seeds. I got the first few onto a piece of paper towel, but then I realized pretty quickly that extracting each seed individually with a knife was gonna take forever. So I decided to just squeeze the kiwis until all the juice, fruit, and seeds exploded out. And then I wiped everything straight onto the paper towel. Then came the arguably fun part: separating the seeds from the fruit. Here's why that actually matters. Any fruit pulp left clinging to the seeds can introduce mold and bacteria during germination, which can rot the seed before it ever even gets a chance to sprout. Clean seeds also make better contact with the paper towel, keeping moisture even and giving each seed the best possible chance of germinating successfully. It took a while, but soon my seeds were looking clean, lined up in neat little rows and ready to seal up. So I folded up the paper towel, put it under the sink to introduce that much needed moisture for the seeds to actually grow, then sealed it up in a bag, labeled it, and just like that, the experiment had officially begun and all I could do was wait. Now it was only a matter of time before I found out if these tiny little seeds had any color left in them at all. But of course, I hadn't forgotten that I actually needed to taste these things to see if they tasted as beautifully as they looked. I took the first bite, and honestly, it was so good. The best way I can describe it is if a watermelon, a strawberry, and a kiwi somehow had a fruit baby together. And this was it. It was sweeter and less tangy than a regular average green kiwi, and something about it felt a little bit fancy. And it makes sense that it reminded me of strawberries because that red color actually comes from the exact same pigment found in them. Oh, and something else I found out is that some varieties of red kiwi are actually patented, meaning you technically need a license to grow them at home. But the gray area is that if you're not selling them commercially, then you're good to grow the seeds inside. Crazy, I know. So as soon as I finished preparing the seeds, I immediately started tracking the project in my app, Grow It. It told me that it would take around 2 to 4 weeks for the seeds to sprout, then 3 to 6 months for the vine to grow, but my main question was when and how would it actually fruit? Turns out my app told me I needed both a male and a female plant to produce the fruit. I didn't even know that. Next to telling me what to expect and what materials I'd need, it also gave me a step-by-step guide. So I clicked start the project and it took me to the project tracker where I could check off each step as I went. The first step noted that I had done things right, but that I could have scooped the seeds into a fine mesh strainer and rinsed them to remove that gel coating. It also told me something I didn't know. Red kiwis actually produce smaller fruit than your standard green kiwis, and seeds from store-bought fruit grow true to type, although some variation is expected. Cool. So I checked off step 1, moved to step 2, and I was glad to see I did the paper towel method right. But here is where things got interesting. I didn't realize I needed to put the paper towel in the fridge to cold stratify the seeds for 4 weeks. Apparently, the cold mimics winter conditions that kiwi seeds need to break dormancy and actually germinate. So I put them in the fridge, kept that paper towel moist every few days, and after the weeks passed, I took them out and checked. I opened the paper towel, and there were no sprouts. Worried but determined, I opened the app and saw that I needed to move the bag to a warm location, leave it for 1 to 2 weeks, and then check for tiny white root tips emerging from the seeds. But it worried me even more that there was some black mold starting to form on that paper towel, so I moved the seeds to a fresh one, sealed them up, and waited. When that first week passed, I went to check on them. I opened up the paper towel and started searching for any roots that were barely visible. I didn't see anything. Until I spotted one tiny seed with a little white tip just barely emerging. I was so excited. We had one little seed that had sprouted a tail. But I was still a bit disappointed that none of the others had followed. I reminded myself that kiwi seeds just take time, so I trusted the process, put it back in the paper towel, sprayed it with a bit more water to make sure it stayed damp, and waited out that second week, just like the app told me to. When the time passed, I went to check on the red kiwi seeds again. I opened up the paper towel and revealed that the same tiny tail had grown pretty much double in size. I put it on my finger to examine it a little closer. So cute. But the others still needed more time. So I decided to give them all 2 more weeks in that paper towel, and then I transfer the one that sprouted plus all the others into soil. I was confused though about why only one had sprouted. So I opened the app and submitted a check-in. A photo of my sprout, and a question. Why did only one seed sprout? The app told me that it's actually really common for seeds not to germinate at the same rate, or even at all. It can come down to natural variation. Some seeds are simply more viable than others. It's a normal part of the process, and looking ahead, now that I did have one sprout, my focus should be on giving it the best environment to grow strong. Enough light and soil so the seedling could keep developing. That was exactly what I needed to hear. And honestly, that's exactly what I built the app for, so that we can do all of these experiments together and get the answers we need during the process. Whether you want to start this exact experiment, try a completely different one, or follow along with whatever I grow next, you can download Grow It for free on the App Store. It'll also soon be available on Google Play, and I've linked it in the description. So it was finally time to get this little guy in a pot. I got some soil, placed the seed right inside, and I made sure to keep it consistently moist, not waterlogged, basically everything it needed to thrive moving forward. So since the actual vines take a while to produce fruit, you're just gonna have to come along for the ride until our very first red kiwi finally shows up.
Tasty.